Well, it's time for the children's sermon. And since we don't have any children in the room with us this morning, we trust that they're tuned in, watching online. But you will all need to act as children this morning. Have faith like little ones, right? Is what Jesus calls us to do. And so I happened to be walking through the aisles at Target and came across this giant bottle of bubbles. And I thought, now that is something I need. Because if I bought this bottle of bubbles, and with this special wand inside, I imagine I could make thousands of bubbles. Maybe even millions. Like, that would be a lot of bubbles, and I would probably have all the bubbles. And how wonderful it would be to be in possession of all of those bubbles. But if I was just to, open this up and take this wand out and then start blowing bubbles here, well, they wouldn't be my bubbles. I'd be letting them go, wouldn't I? And I really want to have all the bubbles, right? And so I came up with a brilliant idea. Pastor Betsy, will you come help me out? I got this giant bag, and I thought, well, if all I need to do is just blow the bubbles right into this bag so that I can keep them. Look how many bubbles I'm making. And the bag is starting to fill up with bubbles. I just keep making more and more bubbles. I'm sorry you can't see them, but they're my bubbles. Look at how many bubbles I have. Oh my gosh. This is a lot of bubbles, Pastor Betsy. I mean, really, it's a lot of bubbles. And now if I keep the bag closed, then none of them will escape. And I'll have all these bubbles just for myself, right? Right? I mean, uh-oh. Where did all my bubbles go? Pastor Betsy?
They went in the bag.
What happened to all the bubbles? I blew them into the bag. I guess that's not how bubbles work, is it? You're not supposed to keep bubbles for yourself. You're supposed to share them, I guess. So that bubbles don't go in bags. Bubbles go out in the world for everyone to enjoy. For everyone to enjoy. Well, there's so much about God's world that's just like this bottle of bubbles. God has given us everything to enjoy and to be thrilled by and to have fun with. This world is filled with so many wonderful things that if we try to keep them for ourselves, it doesn't work. They disappear on us. So God wants us to not hoard these things into plastic bags and keep them for ourselves. God wants us to share all of the wonderful things with each other. And that's our story for today. Thank you for listening to our story and watching me try to keep bubbles this day.